Maido. Hi there, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to talk about timing. Present master shimashou. This is the fourth year of the Presentations Japan series podcast, and we are beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku here in Tokyo. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan and best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. My new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, will be released shortly. Through this podcast, I want to help you become a better speaker who is clear, confident, persuasive, and highly influential with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. Every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 253, and we are talking about getting the timing right for your presentation. When I'm running half-day or full-day training sessions, there is no rehearsal. There is a lot of participant interaction in our sessions, so you need to have the participants for that bit if you were going to do a rehearsal. Instead, I plan the training down to the last second. I have a roadmap of the training, which nominates precisely what will need to be happening at every minute during the training, and I follow that religiously. If the timing speeds up or slows down, I know where I am relative to the plan, so I can make the necessary adjustments. I need to do that because we must not go over the time allotted for the training. It is the same with speaking and presenting. The organisers have a program to get through, and they absolutely don't want the speaker to go beyond their allotted time. Are you planning your talks down to the last minute? What do we see? Speakers who go too long on their subject or who go crazy and try and cram 15 minutes of content into 2 minutes. They start whipping through their slide deck like deranged people. Sitting in the audience, your head starts spinning because you cannot keep up. The point of departure is always, I will need to move through this next section quickly. Why is that? They knew from the start how much time they had, and they knew that when they started the talk. The I will need to move through this next section quickly statement is notification that this person is not professional. Consequently, their personal and organization brands suffer. If they cannot figure out how to give a 40-minute talk in 40 minutes, do you really want them in charge of some work for you? We also extrapolate their lack of professionalism to the rest of the people who work down there. Without really thinking about it, we tar them all with the same brush. So this is a major unforced error we have here. The quality of your presentation also suffers because often you had some really killer content, but you cannot really utilize it fully because you are moving so fast. All of this self-inflicted reputational damage could easily be avoided if you spend time to rehearse the content. When you allocate the time for the first rehearsal, you quickly realize that you have too much material for the length of time to present, or the other way around. In my experience, though, it is usually too much information and not a lack of information, which is the problem. Wow, we have this great slide we want to use. Oh, yeah, there's that other great slide too. Before you know it, you have a perfect presentation for an hour. The problem is they've only given you 40 minutes. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Now, today's show is brought to you by, on the 8th of September, our class on negotiations. On the 16th of September, we're doing conflict management, and on the 19th of October, we're doing storytelling. Check out our website at www.dale-carnegie, carnegie.co.jp. Lots and lots of value for you there. Now, to do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, there are over 1,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which is the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. So, instead of embarrassing yourself in front of others, you can make the adjustments beforehand. The subsequent rehearsals can now focus on the delivery component. There is always plenty to work on in this regard, and it requires dedicated time. What do busy leaders lack? Time. The tendency is to shortchange the preparation for the talk and spend that time on something else. This is a mixing up of priorities. Most of that other stuff won't be you in public exposing yourself to the world as a professional. It will be internal projects, meetings, and reporting, which are hidden to outside observers. We need to get the content right, the timing within the limit, and then we need to really impress the audience with our delivery. Senior company representatives having to read their talks is unthinkable, but you still see it. How shameful that you don't know your business well enough to talk to key points and instead you read the whole thing to us. Just send us an email with the text. We all stay at home and read it by ourselves. You need to practice before you get in front of any audience. What they should see is the polished you, the confident you, the persuasive you, not the frantic, disorganized you. When rehearsing, video review yourself and have others give you good, better feedback. Polish the performance because that is what it is, a performance. When you understand that, then your approach changes. We remain businesslike, though, and don't attempt to transform ourselves into amateur thespians. We present as professionals in our particular field of expertise. If you can organize it, video yourself presenting live to the audience and then study that later for areas where you could improve. Professionals, rehearse, review, improve, and above all else, keep to the time allotted. Are you a professional? Thank you for joining the Presentations Japan series. If you got value from today's show, spread the love around and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you have learned today, use it, and go out there and become a presentations legend. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.